Hello and welcome to another Loofy vlog, one of somewhat different style as you can probably already tell. I am Seleuf, the floofy Loofy, and my Mantis arrived last week. I ordered one Mantis and one deli cup, just because I wanted to see what the deli cups were like. And yeah, I got to find out what the deli cups, plural, were like. My first surprise there was getting 3 deli cups that I had all sorts of difficulties trying to separate or even get the lid off the last one. Oh, as you can tell, I sped up the footage here because, well, no point wasting a bunch of video time on just watching my hands absently struggle on the edge of your peripheral vision. Either way, I put that aside for later and found a mantis. A little white orchid mantis. I don't usually do unboxing videos. I don't really find the appeal of them myself, but I figured, why not? Even if I don't go for them much myself, I can still make them for the people who like watching them. And here he comes. Unfortunately, I only have my phone with which to film with, and it only has autofocus. And I have tried tapping and holding. There's no way to lock the focus on my phone. I think I need a newer phone for that. So the editing also skips most of the autofocus troubles. But this is Alum. Up! And Alum would be very good at Loofy vlog intros. Alum lateness Lantis, because I was going to get a mantis way back in February, but one thing after the other, and I wanted a specific kind, and they didn't have those in stock, and 3 to 4 months later I decided to heck with it, change the species, get an orchid mantis, because look how gorgeous he is. Absolutely gorgeous. White and pink and gold. You really can't do much better than this when it comes to fabulous mantises. And then instead of it taking 1 to 3 days of shipping, it took a whole week of technical difficulties before he was even getting shipped. So instead of arriving Friday the 8th of June, he arrived Thursday the 14th of June. But he is such a gorgeous little boy, definitely worth the wait, and climbing the Colossus here. This is Shadow of the Colossus IRL. All you gotta do to play? Be a mantis. So, this was a bit of a technical fault of mine. I was really gonna put him in a deli cup first, because I wasn't sure if he was big enough for the terrarium yet. I worried that there would be some crack or hole or something that he could escape through at his current size, but I hadn't set up a deli cup yet, so he went into the terrarium. I figured I could take him out later. Nope, he's settled. He has not come out since. I've tried to pick him out, he doesn't want to come out. So, maybe when he's bigger I can move him out. And I might actually have to eventually. Look at his little mouth bits move. His little mouth fingers. Such a cute little boy. Such a cute boy. Then I went and emailed to say that, well, the mantis arrived safely, and he asked if I found the other 2. Oh boy. I immediately dashed back, and after struggling to get the deli cups open, sure enough, there were 2 more mantises in there. So I very, very quickly, and in all kinds of stress, set up the deli cups to house little mantises, and then worked on feeding them. They weren't entirely interested in being fed. Yeah, so much for that. But this is the other little male that I got, and I named him Eli, and he is even smaller, if you can believe that. I think Eli is L3, and Alum is L4. And the female that I got, I think is also L4, because she looks to be about the same size as Alem. Hop! Eli would also be good at Loofy vlog intros. Go on. Go eat the mealworm. Eat the mealworm. You're looking the wrong way. Eli, no. Okay, fine. More climbing the Colossus. If anyone likes climbing the Colossus, it is Eli. He is so tiny and so energetic and really likes climbing and jumping and running around. And he's way more interested in climbing than eating a mealworm. He did actually manage to eat a moth. I caught a moth earlier and fed that to him. I don't actually have footage of the capture, and this isn't really a feeding video. Get away, says Eli. Bullied. So sad. I managed to feed Alem a mealworm with no problem at all after he had settled in. This is actually the day after, because the day they arrived and I put them in everything, they were just all over the place. They had not settled. Eli, as you can see, is still kind of not quite settled. Ugh, damn autofocus. But on their second day with me, Alem managed to catch and devour a mealworm, and after a long struggle, the female managed to get a mealworm as well. Eli instead got to have a wild-caught moth, because a moth flew in and I managed to catch it and toss it into his little deli cup. So he has eaten, just not as much as the others, but he's also smaller than the others. And here's a bit of a size comparison between Eli, the smallest, and the female, whom I named Issy. As said, Issy is about the same size as Alem, although her plumes on her legs are much bigger, and she is just very grumpy. She hasn't climbed the Colossus, she hasn't been interested in any such nonsense. So here we see Alem and Issy dominating her globe, and Eli. I ended up putting the deli cups inside the terrarium because, well, I set up the terrarium for maintaining the temperature and humidity that the mantises require. And, well, then I had 3 mantises, and they're cannibalistic, so they can't really live together without barriers. Here we see Issy dominating her globe. She really likes to sit on it. And that's unfortunately the most footage I have of Issy at the moment. She hasn't been as interesting or playful as Eli or Alem have. I think she's a bit grumpy. Alem is very decided that he wants to stay in his palace, and Eli is very young and energetic, bouncy kid all over the place. And Issy is just this grumpy little lady, but that's fine. But this is the extent of my own ramblings for today. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, click like. If you enjoyed it a lot, consider sharing it around and subscribing to my channel. It really helps me out a lot and would make my day. Off and away!